You said you had a rough week though, and you definitely did have a rough week.
Yeah, we were looking for you last night in the club, but you said you were sleeping. You had a rough
I
week.
know I had to deal with y'all this morning.
So,
some rest, you know?
I know there's certain things you can't talk about, but one of the things was the bail. We were wondering, is Jeezy gonna get out?
The hood wants to know what took so long for you to post bail.
Oh man, if y'all really want to know, man, I'm a real one. And it's just like, you know, whatever happened, you know, they kind of, you know, they detained my bus driver, two of my bus drivers, which one was a 50-something-year-old lady, my cameraman, whatever. And, you know, I'm just such a real person, and I know, you know, we was there to the right, and I just felt like I couldn't leave him in there. When I stepped in the door, I had, you know, bailsmen right there to get me out. And I just made it clear, like, you know, when I leave, you know, we leave together. Point blank period.
So how much did you have to put up to get everybody out?
I mean, you know, that's you know, that's public information.
Was it a mill or 10%? What was it?
I mean, you know, it was some bread.
Did you scratch your head a little like, Jesus Christ, a mill?
Nah, man, at the end of the day, I just felt like, real talk, man, it's just like, you know, you go through things in life, and that's just what that was, man. It's only money, but, you know, it was more so about the principle to me.
Right.
I mean, I wasn't leaving no man behind. I don't care how I went. We just sat in there, you know, how long.
So now you have to fight everybody's case, the bus driver's case. You got to pay for lawyers for all that.
All I'm gonna say is, man, when this is all said and done, you know, I want to get into the investigation because that's what's going on. But when this is all said and done, you know what I'm saying? I'm confident that you will see that, you know me or anybody that was a part of my crew had anything to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Okay, they had you in a holding cell separate from everybody?
I mean, yeah, they was trying to have me in first. You know what I mean?
They was trying to see what everybody knew.
Separate you.
No, I mean, it wasn't even really like that, man. It was, like I said, I don't want to really get into it because obviously they still investigating it, but it's just like, you know, things happen, but when this is all said and done, we'll be on top, trust me. I'm 100% confident that it won't be nothing else for me and my team.
I know, I have to say I was surprised because I knew you have a lot of things going on, obviously with the album coming out, and I was like, is he going to cancel everything? Is he going to feel up
I
to
wasn't
it?
going to cancel Breakfast Club in Atlanta. It's crazy.
we thought for sure this was canceled. We was like, well, we're not going to Atlanta. They was like, Jeezy said, bring your ass down there. We're going to make this happen.
Yeah, no, I want everybody to be here, man. This is big for the town, it's big for the city, man. But like I said, you know, I don't want to keep elaborating on that. You know what I mean? That's in the past. But I will say this. You know, when everything comes out and everything comes to the clear, I want to come and do the same interview so we can talk about how innocent I was.
Okay.
All good.
Now the record scene at all, did it scare you to hear Jeezy speak so openly? Because I've never heard him mention Emery so much on it.
I mean, it's dope though, because it's crazy because I know Emery. Like me and Emery probably kick it more. Yeah, me and Emery probably kick it more than me and Jay. You know, nowadays, because you know everybody busy, but Emery will pull up on you. But Emery's such a good dude, man. And just like so to hear Jay talk about what really happened in their story, it was kind of real to me because I know Emery. And I know how much of a stand-up dude he was, so it just kind of made me respect him even more, you know what I'm saying?
Did you have to call Jay and be like, you sure you want this verse out? You sure you want the public knowing all this?
I mean, you know, statute of limitations up, I'm quite sure, you know. You've been in the game 10 years longer than me, so it was time. You know what I mean? I just felt like even for me, you know, just the whole hopping out of, you know, Magic City in that 645, you know, that was like one of the highlights of my life, you know what I'm saying? That's what made me. That's what made Jeezy. So I'm quite sure what he was going through in Washington is what made him, you know, whole, and why we respect and love whole. So, you know, just being that far removed and still being able to go back and, you know, just talk about that, it just made me respect him even more, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you and Hov got the bond y'all do? Because since day one, he's been co-signing you.
You know, we just real. I mean, we just, you know, we just see life alike, man. You know, we just, you know, both young, you know, just successful black men that just strive on being successful and breaking the bar. And we came from, you know, a place that was considered nowhere until we made it. I didn't know about Marcy Projects until, you know, Hov got on. A lot of people didn't know what the trap was in Atlanta, or the streets was of Atlanta until, you know, I got on. And it's like, you know, it's 10 years for me and maybe 20 for him. And we still pushing for excellence and success and just pushing the bar to show people that, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? You can be anything you want to be, no matter where you come from.
Right. Now, we were talking earlier behind the scenes, actually on air, about you being underrated. Do you think you're underrated as an artist?
Exactly, I do.
And why is that?
Because only a few people understand, you know, my message and where I come from and what I'm kicking. Like, I'm not going to sit on the, you know, I'm not going to go and waste my time in the studio and talk about, you know, what I got or what I accumulated. I want to, you know, I want to empower you. I want to motivate you. I want to give you inspiration. You know, that's why, you know, they call me Pastor Young. It was like, you know, You don't go to church to hear the preacher talk about himself. You know what I'm saying?
Wave your church fan. See it all, church fan.
You know, it's just, when I was a kid, man, I was always the young cat. Like, older cats was 35, 36 would ask me my opinion on things that really could, that really had serious consequences because I was a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was always a leader. Like, I would lead, cats that was, 10, 15 years my age. And be like, yo, this is what we gonna do. So all y'all get together, this is how we gonna handle this. And then when they see, just the us being productive and the success come behind it, that's why people started respecting me. So it's like, either people, you can rule by fear, you can rule by love. And my whole thing is ruling by love, like making people respect, me, because it's always about us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, Big Meech was your homie in the street. Jay's your big homie in the music industry. Do you see any similarities between the two?
All the time, man. You know what I mean? I remember sitting in the back of the Maybach with Meech having real conversations about life. Just about things that people probably wouldn't even know he was into or he just inspired to do. And I remember having conversations in the back of Jay-Z's Maybach with him about life and about things that he was doing, and it was like, what you think? You know what I mean? And I tell people that, like, those are two of my best friends, man. And it's kind of crazy because they both alike. You know what I mean? I even remember the time, it was right down the street when I introduced them for the first time. You know what I mean? It was my Trap or Die Out release party. And I think Jay and B came, and me, Meech, and everybody was there. And I was like, Jay, this Meech, this is Jay. And it was crazy because it was like introducing, two guys that should have met a long time ago.
Right.
Real talk.
Now, do you think, we're talking to Jeezy, by the way, if you want to holler 800-585-1051, hashtag Breakfast Club Jeezy if you have some questions. Now, you think at first when you came out, you weren't necessarily a people person, but you opened up a lot. Because at one time, nobody talked to Jeezy. I ain't talking that crazy.
Envy always gonna hold a grudge about this.
Envy's speaking for himself.
But Jeezy.
He's like, man, Jeezy, I couldn't call you. You gonna tweet me back.
At one time, you wouldn't talk to Jeezy in the club, but now he seems more open.
Envy just wanted to text you good morning from somebody Angela.
I texted him good morning.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Like, and I must say, man, I'm from the streets and we was just raised by a different code, and it's just like nobody around my way was famous. So when all these people coming at you, you always just trying to see their motive. You know what I mean? You're just trying to see who got a motive, and it's just like this industry was different for me, so it took me a while to figure out who was with me and who was against me, and because this is different than the streets. This is in the streets. You got two options. You go to jail, or you gonna be in that pine box. That's just how the consequences are.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about the song "Beautiful." I really like that song on the album. Do you consider yourself and Rick Ross to be friends for real? Like y'all talk to each other and hit each other up?
It's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Like we grown men. You know what I mean?
Friends is a tough word.
Because y'all was brawling at the BET Awards and. And then now in terms of you guys are working together doing songs, but is that somebody that you say, okay, we had a heart to heart, we squashed everything, we discussed it?
I mean, we just, with the title "Seen It All," I gotta be honest, I just had to come with the terms of being an adult and being a leader, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, ignorance is, one thing, and being about your business is another. And when me and Homie finally had a chance for us to talk and not nobody talk between us, we saw everything alike. Right. And we made great music before, you know what I mean? And it's just like, why wouldn't you make great music? And it's just like, at the end of the day, that's what the world needs. You know what I mean? More so than, people just, going back and forth. Because the way I look at it is like, people get hurt. I've been in them situations before. And it's never you. You know what I mean? Somebody around you, and it's just like, it wasn't worth that to neither one of us. You know what I mean? I think the music is more important. Look at Beautiful. That song would have never came about. Right. If two adults when they had, a conversation. And when I say I seen it all, I really grew up. You know what I'm saying? I came to the game, I was a different dude. It's just like now I see just the world different, opportunities and things you can get done more so than just pulling yourself back.
What changed your mind? Was it like what changed? Because y'all was so into the thick of it. Like, what was the thing that was like, you know what? Let's squash this. Like, what was that thing?
It wasn't even that. It was more so that, the media and mediators talking, not mediators, instigators, just talking between two adults. Rap is a competition. You got fans, right? Well, I love Tupac. You know what I mean? A lot of people love Baby. And it's just like, when you wake up and understand that people are always going to compare them, because that's what it is. And, you gotta be an adult about the situation. Like, you can't be like, because you play for the 76ers and I played for the, for the Heat. We can't dap each other up after the game. It was a competition. You know what I'm saying? And just like once you realize that, and I kind of was just like, I took the street element out of it. You know what I mean? Because when I get into situations with people, I look at it like, it could be some harm done to me, just like it could be some harm done to them.
Right.
And it's like, it wasn't like that. It was just two grown men need to talk to each other and not send your manager over here or this guy, some cat you might think you know from the street. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, yo, man, listen, what's the deal? When you're in business with people, you don't see eye to eye on things, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not in this for commerce, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in this for money. Anybody that know me know that ain't my mission, that ain't how, that ain't just my way of thinking. I mean, I'm in this for the streets, I'm in this for the people, I'm in this for the fans. And it's just like, when they need my music, I want to be able to give it to them. And it's just like, I was just like, look, man, if y'all want to wait to put the album out, I'm just going to put it out myself because these people want the music. You know what I mean? And I think to them it's different because they're a business, they're an entity. And to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm a leader, I'm a street figure. So it's just like, when it's time to talk that, you got to talk that. And it ain't about the money and waiting and just trying to meet a quota. I just think, just no disrespect to them. And just like, I want to put the music out, whether it's sold 1,000 or 1 billion. Because I feel like it needs to be heard. And I was watching the game and watching the whole board. I felt like it was time to talk.
And what do they feel like? You needed more albums or more of a setup?
No, they just probably has other things in their pipeline, and just my albums tend to do pretty well. So it's like maybe they wanted me for another quarter.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like I get it, but I'm ready to drop now.
They wanted that fourth quarter, but they needed that Christmas money.
I mean, and I know we was talking earlier about just the whole bill situation and just me, but let me just tell you what type of person I am. Like even right now. You know what I'm saying? My Street Dreams Foundation started Another Way Out Foundation, a scholarship, and actually we're going to Jay Morrison today. I'm going to give away $1 million. That's $1 million.
I hope you sell $1 million. That's $1 million.
$1 million.
And that's for real estate investments.
Yeah, real estate investments and young entrepreneurs and just giving them another avenue to build and be young, just young creators and come up with things that can just help their families and their team.
That's very exciting.
I said $1 million.
Instead of $1 million. Give a round of applause. Give away $1 million. Now, how can somebody who's a young entrepreneur that wants to get involved in real estate, there's a lot of people with their hands up right now that want some of that $1 million. How can they get to that $1 million so they can start to?
Well, actually, we're giving it to Jay Morris Academy, so they got to go to Jay Morris and get that. You know what I'm saying? No, man, just about, giving back, to the community, man. It's just like, I'd rather spend my money and money on real things that help real people, man.
Well, can I get a Rolex? I just want a Rolex.
Oh, shut up, man. That's a great investment. No, but it's true because I did just buy my first house, and it's amazing. Like you think you can't do it until you have to do it. Yeah,
there's no feeling like it. You know what I mean? I tell them all the time, I'm a great cat. I'm a street cat. I'm a good cat.
Now let's talk about your son a little bit because you mentioned him a whole lot today.
Yeah.
And I know back in January there was some issues or whatever. So why don't you explain what happened with you and your son? And it seems like you have you've been talking about him so much today and as of late. So explain your relationship with your son.
Explain the issue for people that don't know what happened because it was a while ago.
There was some domestic violence situation you said with your son that you got arrested for.
Like I said, man, me and my son, we love each other very much, and it's just like, he's a young adult man. So, I just got to we got to just respect each other's mind a little bit different, and we just kind of move past that whole thing, you know what I mean? It's about family and love, and actually, it put us in a better place, you know what I mean? Just seeing what the world had to say about our family and knowing where we came from. Like, my son's really from the projects, just as I, we really came from the struggle. And just like now to see him, picking his colleges and want to go to school in LA and just just started his clothing line, airline flyer site, something like that. Okay. But it's dope though, international flyer airline, that's what's it.
Yeah, he'd be mad at you don't get his brand right. Gotta get some brand right.
He got a couple of them, but that's what I like. Just to see him, want to live his dreams, you know what I mean? And my whole thing with my son is he wanted to be a rapper, and I just wanted him to know, this ain't for no chain or no Rolexes or no cars, because I had all that before. And it's just like, if you ain't willing to to, you know, lay down and die about this. And I don't think you should be in it. This is no different than being in Martin Luther King situation of Malcolm X. It's like, when you say these words, you gotta stand on it. You know what I mean? Especially when you're out here in the streets. And I just, like, you know, I feel like this wasn't no different than me being in the streets. I didn't want him to grow up and want to be a hustler. Right. And I definitely didn't want to grow up and want to be a rapper. It's just like, when we got that established, just me and him was in a better place. So just to see him now, you know what I'm saying, on time for school.
Nah, yeah, you need that sometimes. And me and Charlamagne were talking about it, you know, because we have children, and I mean, I remember.
So, man, you got kids?
You got
a
one.
6-year-old daughter. I was a hoe in the past, so you know, hoes get daughter.
Stop. So I just remember, you know, as a child, you know, you test your pops, and your pops might have to put hands with you. I mean, but your pops might have to straighten you out. It was what it was.
Just so you know, and by the way, it wasn't even really there, but I think in his whole 18 years, I never scolded my son out one time. I always went to him as his friend because it was back and forth between him and his mother. Right. And you know, they live a totally different life than what we live. My thing was, you know, if you want to be with me, you have to be responsible, man. Like, you can't just do it because you're my son, and people know that. And it's like when you do things, the whole world. So just as long as you understand that, I have no problem with you playing with me every day. And just so you know, I went and got my son and brought him to live with me. You know what I'm saying? As a man.
Is it the first time he's lived with you since?
Yeah, really. I went and got him, and he was almost of age. Right. And I was like, you know what? I can't let my son turn, you know, 17, 18 years old, and he not be very influential in his life because he's becoming a young adult. And I don't want to see my son sitting behind bars because he didn't have nobody there to really talk to. You know what I mean? You don't want to see kids go through that because in there you're going to be Jeezy's son, and I don't think it's going to be that easy for you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, back to the music. Why do you take so long between albums?
I gotta live, Charlamagne. It's like, you know, this, and I want you to know that, man. Like I say, it ain't about quotas, it ain't about money to me. Like, this is about real life, man. It's like, what I go through in my life or what I see others go through in my experience, I put it in my music. And it's like, you know, I don't just go in the studio and write raps. You know what I'm saying? I live. And then when I see myself make a mistake, when I see somebody around me make a mistake, or I see somebody around me be successful, or I see somebody around me get jammed up or killed or murdered, like, I speak on that because that's my life. And sometimes you have to live. So seeing it all was me living for 3 years going, man, who am I to this game? Like, am I gonna be the guy that's still standing on the corner when I know I ain't? Or I'm still riding around doing this when I know I ain't? Let me give you a life experience. Let me tell you what it's like to be a cat from the trap and 10 years in the rap, and you got all these positive things going for yourself, but they still want to put you in a box. Let me tell you, about that. Let me tell you what your 10 years is gonna be like. Look at everybody's 10-year plan. What makes my 10-year plan different from Jay-Z's? You know what I'm saying? I'm halfway there. Like, another 10 years in the game, and I can be as he. But at the same time, he had to carve out another space. That's what the Black Album was about. You know what I'm saying? It's like where Pac got him, with All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, like, who knows what his next body of work would have been? Maybe he would have felt different. You know what I mean? But it's about living, so it ain't about just going to the studio and smoking a lot and coming up with some songs.
How long was you holding that Seen It All record? Did you do that immediately? Did you have that in the stash?
No, I had it, I did it, but the thing was about it, like, Jay wanted to use it on the Magna Carta too.
You was like, hell no! I know what this is. You're not letting that go.
No, he came out too fast. So the whole thing was, he was gonna drop, and I was talking to him, he was like, I'm gonna drop on the 4th of July. I was like, that's next week, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it out digitally. I was like, well, that ain't giving me enough time. Right. So I just hit him and I was like, yo, man, I really think, it's my album title was, title track and everything, so I really think it should just go on my album. Jay's such a real dude, like, cool, man, right?
Well, let's get into that record right now. I hope the producer got it up, I just go on with it. Let's get into the record right now. See It All is in stores right now. Let's get into it right now. It's the Breakfast Club. We're live in ATL. Make some noise, ATL! Now, what does Jeezy do to relax? You talk about all the work you do, the hats that you have. How does Jeezy relax?
Smoke weed in the back of the family.
He probably has sex.
All right. No, man, I like to just be around my homies, man. Like, to be honest with you, like, I like to be around with niggas, it's like, they just keep me on point, right? I mean, and it's like, I like the club when I can, and just kind of just touch the people, like, that's relaxing.
You like going to the club? Just
yeah, I mean, just to hear the music and to be around, people you really kicking with, you know what I mean? And just to see the people and see what's going on. That's how I relax, you know what I mean? I go out It's like I ain't gotta do nothing today. Like I ain't gotta get on the mic. You know what I mean? Shout them out, and then I just want to be here with everybody.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Now, for somebody that's listening from out of town, listening right now, when they come to Atlanta,
Oh man.
they're like, all right, let's start from where, besides Frank's Key Shop, where should they go? What's a good place in Atlanta that somebody should go?
I mean, it depends on what type of food. What type of food?
Soul food.
Soul food. Busy Bees.
Busy Bees.
Shrimp.
Okay.
You know, for seafood, sponges.
Now,
Goosey food, ocean prime.
now, gentleman club. Where should they go if they want to go to a nice gentleman club if they coming from out of
You
town?
mean a strip club?
Yeah.
All right, the strip club.
Gentlemen's club.
We got no
That's how light-skinned people say strip club.
There's no kids that's listening, man. Strip
Oh
club.
man, you know, I like Blue Flame, man. Blue Flame, that's my club. You know what I mean? But you know Blue Flame, Magic City, Follies. You know what I mean? Definitely Strokers. You know what I mean? You know, if you're really good, we can go to babes. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Now, where should they stay away? If they're coming from out of town, they be like, you know what?
Stay away.
If they want to be safe, you know, a lot of people listen, you know, from different places. They come to Atlanta for the first time. Where should they not make that left turn? Like, if you're talking to your boy, say, don't go to Queens,
Let it small.
don't go to Brooklyn. You know?
Yeah. Oh no, but you know, it's just like when people come in, they go to the fan clubs and everything is really in the city, but if that's your get up, you know, food compound, all that stuff. Right. You know, you start going to the outskirts and going to those real clubs, then you know that's Atlanta. That's the real Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's where you see what Atlanta's really about. So if you want to see Atlanta, I would go to those places.
Okay.
Now, why did you switch management? You were with Kevin Love and now you're with Rock Nation.
You know, I'm pretty much with my team on Agency 99 right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jay and everybody helped me, you know, get my stuff together because I wanted to have my own team. So this kind of pointed me in the right direction. I just always wanted to have my own team because with all the knowledge and everything that I went through, I want to be able to, you know, just with the whole YG situation and how I was able to be instrumental on my team, able to be instrumental in that. I just want to be able to do that for others. And that started with just having your own team. So, you know, shouts out to Agency 99. We did this whole thing ourselves this time. And it really worked out for us, you know?
What do you listen to when you're putting your album together on what you should keep on the album and what you shouldn't, what needs to change?
Oh man, you know those conversations, man. Like, you know, me and my man 1-5, we go back and forth every day. It's just like, you know, it's crazy. Shouts out to hip hop. This time we, hip hop was involved. You know what I'm saying? He did a great job. And Don Cannon, you know what I mean? Shouts out to him.
Shout out Don Cannon, he's in here tonight. He's in here now, I was going to say tonight this morning.
Tonight.
With Don Cannon, I seen him popping around.
Yeah, so it was just like, you know, it's pretty much a whoever this time. Because my music is like my kids, you know what I'm saying? It's like my children, all 19, 18 songs. Like, you don't want to get rid of them, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I wake up some mornings, I want to keep this, and I go to sleep some nights, and I want to take that off. Right. It was just like a whole bunch of that, but at the same time, when I sat down, we all put it together, and we all came together and just made all the sense in the world.
How many songs did you do?
I didn't even do a lot this time, maybe like 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I do 100, 200 songs, but I really know what I wanted this time. Right. I knew it was the keys, you know?
Now, for somebody who had their foot in the street like you did, do you feel like you can escape the karma of your past?
Nah, not at all, man. I mean, I strive for it every day, you know what I mean? Everything that I do, you know what I mean? Just everything, you know, just all the charitable stuff I do, and just, you know, everything I just try to do for my people. I just think it's like being a college football player that goes pro that's from the hood. Like, you know, you're gonna always have that element around you, but sometimes, you know, it just reminds you of why you gotta keep going and why you gotta go harder, and that's just, you know, how I take it. It's just like, I am who I am, you know what I mean? You know, hate it or love it, you know what I mean? And that's just how I live life. You know, I'm kind of actually proud of myself for being one from being able to put other people on and give other cats jobs and opportunities and stuff like that. Because we from, you know, that don't happen. Right. And I was able to do that with just my hustle and just, you know, my vision.
When you say you can't escape the karma of your past, what do you expect to happen?
I mean, I just expect, you know, I expect, you know, one day they'll eventually roll over and they'll see it my way. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep pushing until they do. You know, everything that happens, and we have those minor setbacks, my mind is already thinking about, you know, how I'm gonna come back up, how I'm gonna be stronger, how I'm gonna be better, how I'm gonna be smarter, how I'm gonna be wiser. You know, that's my thought process. And it's just like, you're gonna make mistakes in life, you know what I mean? That's what this album is about, you know. You're gonna make mistakes, but it's like, how you gonna overcome it? Right. You know what I mean? Adversity, man. It's just like, I ain't got nothing but me. You know what I'm saying? And I can only tell you what I've been through, and I can only put that in my music, and it sells millions of records because people believe it and they live by it. And when people see me, that's why I'm 10 years in the game, I still got respect, I still got love, because they know I'm for real with it. And it ain't just nobody just talking to you, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I pride myself in it, you feel?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jeezy, we appreciate you for bringing us down here. Give it up